Hey, how are we? I just want to make the statement, personal statement, of how I feel about these talks that are broken down between Premier League clubs. No millionaire from this country or abroad should own a football club, because ownership has led to problems like the end of Bury and other clubs like Rochdale, Macclesfield struggle to survive, and clubs who were in the Premier League and Championship who are in League One and League Two. And that day, the first Premier League club got bought by a millionaire, has led to these talks breaking down today. And as a consequences to that very date and today, some of the EFL clubs that are struggling to survive are basically, this day has made it worse for them. This is why these fans of these clubs who are suffering are only in this position because of the incompetence, lack of decency and professionalism of who was the president of the Premier League at that very date. The first Premier League club got bought by a millionaire. And now almost every club in the Premier League is owned by every club is owned by a millionaire, but by a millionaire from outside the UK, and lots, if not most, Championship sides. But then, what about sides in League One, League Two, who are struggling to survive, and clubs who still exist, who were in the EFL, who are now in the non-league? What about them? Football shouldn't be about greed, selfishness and stupid money. Football should be about communities. It shouldn't be about trying to save clubs. That should not even be a debate. That should not be even a problem. Football should be about communities. How their club are doing, achieving, and so on. Achieving on the field and achieving, developing everything around the community, I guess. But I think the fact is, when you got owners from outside the UK, especially like Man City, let's say, they only care about themselves and their money. And the reality is that a group like Man City's group owns like 8 clubs around the world. I think should not be allowed. Internationally should not be allowed, full stop. But you have to put it down to that the Premier League has been walked over, and the Premier League doesn't have a backbone. Didn't have a backbone that very day the first Premier League club was bought by a millionaire. Doesn't have a backbone now. And however many times it goes into the House of Parliament and so on, not enough really gets done about it. In Germany, the fans, the communities own the clubs. And yeah, basically Bayern Munich, all of them are owned. They're not owned by someone from the Middle East or America or wherever else. They're owned from people within that club. And the fan base and the fans. I think football fans in this country should have more of a say. Of course, if you're a Glory supporter, you don't really care. But if you're a proper supporter of your local club and how it affects you, because this is, to me, an absolute disgrace that clubs in the EFL have to rely on what's happening with talks in the Premier League for their survival. Pathetic. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.